What's up, everybody? Welcome to the A.I.P channel where anything is possible. As you see, we got the Jamie Grant sitting here hanging out with us.
Good day, brother. Mic check, checkity check.
Yeah, and we got the great Dave Martin back again. Finally, we got the trio.
What's up, folks?
The trio is back together.
Greetings, happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, sir.
We got sweets in the chat already. So
Christ is King, brother.
Hey, listen, so I want to go ahead and start out with something I've been thinking about all day today. If you tell me happy holidays and I tell you Merry Christmas and then you mean mug me, I should be able to smack you in the mouth, okay? Politeness goes both ways, and don't get shitty because I choose to say Merry Christmas. Okay? I'm done now. That's my soapbox.
I thought you were borderline practicing Islam. Don't spit your coke out.
Hang on. Hang on. So
I'm fucking with you.
What I will tell you is I am diving deep into Islam, and I'm having a good time learning from the people that I have the opportunity to talk to about the Quran and the stories of Muhammad. And, I think that everybody, should take a spiritual journey across all lanes of religion and open yourself up to the fact that, hey, maybe not one is right and one is wrong, but maybe everybody is right collectively and everybody has had their own experiences. And, even as Americans, we mock, the Mormon faith. But who's to say that, Joseph Smith wasn't the next coming of Christ? We just don't know. So I say it's fair to give everybody an opportunity and just be open to just hearing from everybody.
Everybody. You gotta say
here, sir. Here. As an intellectual, I can't argue with that at all because the evidence needs to be seen. The dive needs to be deeped. So you're deep diving, baby. That's what you do. I've read the Quran once myself, and I should read it again. I should study it. I've read the Bible many more times over, so I honestly should. I owe the Quran one or two more reads, in fairness.
What I tell my introduction for anybody that when they're like, oh my God, you read the Quran? I'm like, just read the first 3 chapters. Just read the first 3 books. Read through the heifer and get back with me. That's, yeah.
So the Merry Christmas posture is more a concept of First Amendment freedom of speech. It's principle of culture and of polite etiquette.
Lack of respect. Just respect everybody.
I got you, bro. So it's a stance because motherfuckers want to be mad when you say Merry Christmas. So instead, it's like, hey, you say it with and there's freedom of speech implications, right?
Right. Right, exactly. Listen, let's all be, hey, happy holidays. Hey, you know what? Merry Christmas. Thank you. And Merry Christmas to you. And then people want to be,
right.
Motherfuck me. You know,
and it doesn't even matter if you celebrate. It doesn't even matter if you're a Christian. It's the principle.
Right.
It's greater. It's greater even than the principle of being Christian or not. Right? I could say.
Let's just have the openness to be able to.
One could say.
Right. You know, but
I dig that, bro.
Right. Yeah.
I dig that, bro. I dig it. I absolutely dig it. I don't celebrate Christmas, but I practice certain Christian things, or there's ways in which I am Christian or try to be or strive to be. There are beliefs that could be described as Christian. There's some beliefs that I have probably couldn't be described as Christian and shouldn't be. But I dig the Merry Christmas. I dig the Merry Christmas. The custom and tradition. As an American, I fully support this movement of making sure we do hold the line and say it's okay to say Merry Christmas. You know, will I educate a Christian and say this is a remnant of a pre-existing pagan custom, and there's a lot of evidence to this, and there's even stuff in the Bible about it to read about? Yeah, I will do that as well, and they'll unfriend me in short order. But
that's what always comes with it, right?
But as an American, Merry goddamn Christmas.
Absolutely, brother.
Absolutely. All right. We're on the same page. Assalamu alaikum, Jamie. It's been a month since I've seen you. Ricky, the gang is back together. The gang is back together.
That's it.
And it's joyous. It's joyous times here in the late December hour. So much is going on. I know you have a whole host of stuff lined up for us.
And of course, is if as we go along, wherever we take it, hell, it goes.
ADD, baby. ADD.
That's it. Like we're going to be everywhere.
Before it's all said and done.
The only thing I put in the title today was the drones. Are the drones being AI controlled? And that's it. And so we can play with those for a while. And then we got all kinds of crazy stuff. I got extra stuff on top of that that I got saved. I know Jamie's got some cool stuff saved.
Yeah, I added some notes to it as well.
We have lots of stuff. Especially before I jump straight into drones. Did you see that the Google released that new quantum computer? Have y'all seen that? Did you see anything on that? It's so fast, so it's faster than the fastest supercomputer you could do. It can do the same amount of thinking, but it's to the 26th trillionth power. Like it would take like 10 million years or something, as long as the world has been, or the universe has been around, for our normal supercomputer do the same job as this quantum computer.
Will do in how long? And rather,
yeah, it's incredible. And we were talking about it on Troubled Minds last night, and yeah, I don't know, my weeks are blending together, and and it makes you wonder, like, we're always talking about the technology is so far behind. Yeah, the Willow chip. Yeah, that's it. They call it Willow, and it's our technologies. What they show us is so far behind. It makes you wonder, like, and they said they found parallel dimensions with it. So there are, like, the multiverse is real, according to this quantum computer. Maybe that's
the CIA as well. Isn't there documents that are tied to, this theory that they could time travel or jump?
They've worked on it for years.
Right, what's that movie? There was a movie based on that about a ship in the New York harbor. What was that movie where they created the time jump and they went back to World War II, the Enterprise or whatever ship it was? God, let's see. Modern carrier in World War II.
I want to say I recorded something on I'm trying to remember which one. Oh, it's one of the ones I've done already.
Damn, what was the name of that movie?
Let's see. They've had so much. A lot of the projects and stuff like that had come out.
Project
Final
Looking Glass.
Countdown. The Final Countdown.
Final countdown.
But it did not have that music in it.
You can't not do that when you hear that phrase. Just
run that back, Jamie. Run that back one more time for me. It's a movie about infinite parallel possibility actualities.
No, so this movie here was called The Final Countdown, right? And I'm fixing to share this with you. And the premise of the movie is this. In fact, here, let's. I'm not going to share it with you. Let's watch it right here. I forgot I can do this. I'll take the helm, please.
Let's watch this movie.
Well, where did it go? Hang on, I got to find it. Stand by. I got so many freaking. Oh, it is a Facebook trailer. Okay, I found it.
What in the world?
Una momento, por favor. Turn up thy screen to modern Facebook right here. Video Facebook. Here it is.
Contact 0, Hold it. Look good.
On December the 6th, 1980, the nuclear-powered attack aircraft carrier USS Nimitz, with a crew of 5,000 men and a strike force of 90 aircraft, was on a routine mission in the Pacific when it encountered a storm unlike any ever recorded and disappeared.
Captain, we're down across the board. Antennas check out, but we're off the air.
Any word from our destroyers?
We aren't getting anything except some code transmissions in the 200-meter band. Otherwise, we're dead as a doornail.
Op, what's our radar picture?
Radar shows us clear, sir.
Can't you see that Russian trawler?
All right. So I have made a mistake. This is not the movie I'm thinking of. The movie I'm thinking of is called The Manhattan Project. But these guys are morphed into the deck of the ship, like they're trying to time jump or something, or there's some. It's God, I can't think of the premise of the movie, but they were trying to bend space and time in the same kind of concept. Did I lose you guys?
Your video froze. I can hear you.
Oh, well,
let her rip. Let's keep her. Let her rip. Let's keep on.
Yeah. So I don't know what the premise of that. What it was, but either they were working on some kind of ability to change time. I remember that. I wonder why my stuff locked up.
Updates.
Yeah, possibly.
My dad, I think my dad used to be stationed on the Nimitz before, and that cable going around there across there and catching jets and stuff, it snapped one night, went across there.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, he mom had a bad feeling and she got a hold of him and was like, look, you don't need to go out there or something. It was wild. And that night that he was supposed to be out on the deck, that cable snapped and came across there, and right where he would have been, he would have got cut in half. He said some wild stuff happened on them ships. He said he caught one guy one day, the jet took off and the afterburner, the wind from it picked a guy up and about threw it off the deck. And Dad said he grabbed him before he went off into the ocean. Crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, that jet wash is no joke, man. I was working out at FedEx.
Your volume. I don't know what mic is it using? But it's far away.
Yeah.
What's up, James? We got James in the chat on Rumble too. We got Yeah,
Oh yeah, let me
updates are
crank
evil.
Rumble up.
Rumble and
Excuse me.
YouTube, we got great chat going on both of them. We got Mighty Righteous and Fallen Angel, and up in YouTube, we got Hiker and James and Sweets and Rumble. Yeah, the Philadelphia experiment. Yeah.
Is this the chat? That says 0 comments, but that's not the chat.
Oh,
Let me
you're
check.
muted. You're muted now. Just the actual mute button on the screen. I see that.
Jamie's cussing.
I'm glad that was muted. I'm glad it was muted for a
Ah,
second.
yeah. Piece of monkey shit.
But yeah,
like motherfucking Billy, not Billy Mass. Was it Happy Gilmore? Let me get these chats going. I got to get my chat action on, man. I love monitoring this chat.
Yeah.
All right. So a couple things. So on to the UAPs. All right. So the first thing that I want to say is that apparently it came to light today that Elon's brother owns a drone company. Right now, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but he owns a drone entertainment company, and people are trying to make a big deal out of it, like obviously Elon's in on it or something. I don't think so. The drones that this guy owns are they're light drones. You know what I mean? These things are made to just produce light, and they're kind of small. They're not huge. You know, the drones in question that they're talking about in Jersey are like the size of fucking pickup trucks, right? These things aren't small. So that's one thing being thrown around in the Twitterverse right now is people trying to immediately start pointing their finger at the old Elon. The other thing that I read at one time that these drones are definitely U.S. military, that they are radiation detection drones, and that allegedly are doing these sweeps through a couple different areas because there is a vial of some radioactive material that's currently missing. That's apparently some pen that has to do with some medical equipment. The word dirty bomb keeps getting thrown around. I don't know what any of it means, but like when you're reading the Twitter sphere, you know, you have to assume that, you know, some people on there kind of know what the fuck they're talking about. You know, they just had the director of whatever drone company he's with, and he said, obviously they're American because they've got all the FAA standard lights on them. They're only flying them at night because they've got the ability to kill the light so that you can't see where they're taking off or landing from. You know, so yeah, man.
Well, did you see Trump say our military definitely knows where they're landing and where they're taking off from? Right.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, we're not that stupid, okay? If you've got stuff that's literally shutting down or deterring airspace, I also saw that there was an airspace restriction filed on behalf of one of these drones the other day. So yeah, they're ours, okay? So don't freak out over that. But the whole, you know, hey, they could be Iran or they could be China. Wait a minute, no, they are Iran. You know, at one point they were trying to say that these things were being launched from an Iranian sub off the coast of the U.S. Now, I don't know who's got their dick hard for us bombing Iran and officially kicking off World War III, but can we tone it down just a little bit? You know, I mean,
we kind of have some good ideas on that.
Like, fuck.
You're
man,
not talking about Sean Hannity, are you?
Oh, dude, Jesus, man.
Which neocon on Fox are you talking about? They've wanted war with Iran for 10 or 15 years at this point. That's been a hot button issue. Bolton was pushing for it. That's why he was a shitty ass defense secretary pick by Trump last time. Bolton. I mean, these motherfuckers want war with Iran so bad, but you know, a measured response when Iran shot down that drone, and they were fucking mad. They were mad. I'll never forget Sean Hannity biting the head off of Geraldo Rivera, right, on Fox on Hannity's show, because Geraldo was backing Donald Trump, who had said we're not going to just go send a shitload of Hellfire missiles into Iran because they shot down an unmanned craft.
Right.
And when Geraldo said that, Hannity said, he turns red in the face and he says, "What happened to you? What happened to you?" And he melted down and shrieked and it was fucking hilarious because I was like, Jesus, man, these folks are frothing at the mouth to kick off a big war with that nation, and they've wanted that. So anyway, Neocon 101.
Yeah. Chinese and all of them, man. All the neocons that just want to make money off of bombing poor fucking innocent fucking people. That's all that is. Just because they want to, because they're gonna use something other than $1 to buy oil. That's all that shit is. But
it's a nasty game, wild, man. Sending the people to go fight these wars. These wars that are back in the wrong agenda, and it's not about and it makes a mockery of the words even that are thrown around: democracy, freedom. Like you always say, we're going to bring some democracy over there to you if you don't get with this money printing program or fuck this oil program. Yeah. Thank you, dude.
What was that? Did I save it? Yeah. I'm gonna see if I saved this earlier. The guy was talking about that in his lifetime. This guy looks like he's in his 60s, 70s. He said in his lifetime, since the CIA was brought around, that it's had over 90 to 100 black ops missions or stuff to like regime change or political like over since it's been created. Like ever since as soon as it got created, it started trying to overthrow fucking the world.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Ricky,
and
do you have
JFK was going to shut that down? They killed him for that and for fucking with the currency. He was going to go to away from a central bank, away from so that anyway, just a conspiracy theory though. Anything
so listen to this. Speaking of my little dive into Islam, one Louis Farrakhan, he had a speech. He says, up until 1913, this country had a very manageable debt. But in 1913, something happened. 4 things were set up: the Federal Reserve Bank, the IRS, the FBI, and the ADL. And from then on, the U.S. was controlled by international bankers. Like Lord Rothschild says, I don't care who rules as long as I control the money. Now,
that's right.
People want to try to discredit that man, but he was pretty intelligent. And I love listening. I listen to him pretty regularly now. And, this idea where they tried to paint him as a complete black supremacist and racist is not who I believe that dude is, man. Like, he speaks on religion and he talks about, uplifting people. And, I love listening to him speak, man. But that dive he goes on, I'll send you that, Dave. You need to take a 10-minute segment of your day and listen to this talk that he gives about how they have destroyed our country since then, bro. And he's spot on. Like, and that's he is so dead ass accurate,
Yeah, that sounds pretty. Those dates, man. I didn't realize the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, which is a anti-Semitism police, basically a group of career life-ruining thugs that work on behalf of Israel and all things Zionist, right? And then of course the FBI you mentioned. He didn't mention, or you were in that list of 4 things, the income tax was adjacent to the Federal Reserve, right? So that's when the income tax came into effect too. Let's not forget. So yeah, but international bank, let's call them banksters, right? Because they're just right. They're banksters.
Yeah,
they're fucking gangsters in a bank, baby.
Yeah,
for real.
And that is the enemy. That is the enemy. So that's spot on. I remember all the, and it was during Obama. The conservatives really drummed up this connection with Louis Farrakhan. and with the left, with Louis Farrakhan and his anti-white hate, as they would frame it, blue-eyed devils. I say, goddamn America. Look, when a preacher gets going and stuff like that, and that's what he is, right? He's a preacher, right? I mean, he preaches Islam, but he's a preacher. So Reverend Farrakhan, it gets to going, and he might have had some sound bites that, like Trump or like myself or you or anybody else, could be cherry picked. And so I'm open to revisiting the idea of him not being an anti-white bigot, right? You know, my mind went to this idea of like, I can only imagine if I tried to introduce a sermon from Mr. David Duke and the Reformed, but like, I'm willing though. So that's a joke, right? But you get what I'm saying.
You know, David Duke was just on whose podcast did he
He's on the
just go
Twins.
on? Oh,
Is
yeah.
he still around?
Yes,
No,
sir. He
he's
is.
on the Twins.
What?
He's
No,
on the
dude,
Twins.
stop it, bro. I'm bringing up hot, but I had no fucking idea. I promise it's random.
Yeah, no, listen, man.
He
Listen.
was on
This dude is another
That's
guy
wild.
that
That's
they
wild, bro.
railroaded, right? Like
No way. Stop, bro. Stop.
man,
That's wild.
dude,
What
yeah.
a coincidence.
You need
Both
to
these guys.
watch that podcast as well, man. It's very interesting.
Both ends
Listen
of
to
the
him speak,
spectrum.
you know.
Okay.
But what's crazy? Listen, but what's crazy is I think that people want you to paint them as both ends of the spectrum, but I think when
Sure.
you listen to them combined collectively, bro, these two guys are, man, just watch it and be the judge for
So
yourself.
listen.
That's
So what
like,
about
wow.
what about this concept? What about this concept that like all of the great influencers are selected, filtered, controlled opposition? So like I found out my mind is blown because of the coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidence. So you're telling me that this far left guy and this far right guy are both being reframed as having been maligned and misunderstood.
David Duke in the house.
David Duke in the
Hey, yeah, play this 2 minutes.
So
This
you
is a
can
good
ban
2
on all
minutes.
the platforms, so everybody else gets to tell us like who you are. So the whole point of having you come on the show, I want to know who you were from you directly from your mouth.
Well, thank you for that.
Mhm.
So
You established the clan in
that-
'74.
Yeah, I got involved in a clan that already existed. It was
Okay.
the Knights of the KKK,
Mhm.
and it was done by a very fine person.
So
He
you
should
never
be-
been a part of any lynchings or anything?
Oh
like that?
God, no.
I
In
like,
fact,
I like all I know is what I see on like Hollywood representation of the clan.
Did you see
I
that?
know about the Klan is what
all
I've
right,
been taught.
you had to see Black KKK Klansman, Spike Lee's movie, huh? Saw
I
that
can't
film.
stand that nigga. I can't stand it.
When I ran for office, and I got elected to office 2-3 times, my slogan was equal rights for all, special privilege for none. And I said, unless we stop this immigration, it was going to be bad news for all the American people, blacks, whites, everybody else that's in the country.
It's before your time, David.
Well, maybe it was great replacement theory. It's not great replacement theory. It's great replacement fact. It's happened.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Even blacks have been replaced. We used to be number 2 in this country.
That's exactly right. Even blacks have been replaced. That's a really good point.
So I had a father in my home, but I didn't really notice at the time. But none of my black friends had fathers, and a lot of them today, they're all in jail.
This is a Christian country. And if you go to any bookstore or you just turn on the movies, you see so many movies that really just rip Christianity and even rip Christ.
Right.
There's one Nazi state, and it's really Israel.
Back in your young days when you was with the Klan, were you like sexually attracted to black women?
No, I never was.
No?
I was always partial to white girls.
We got a gift for you. You probably don't need it.
It's the N-word pass.
N-word
You want to put your hood up?
pass.
Right.
Because it's not easy. Now, are you
Right.
telling me I should start?
That's fucking funny. You tell me.
So yeah, man, I think that
Wow.
the media has been, if you weren't part of the influence propaganda machine, you were immediately blackballed and shut down. I think that, man, like it's a talk for another day. But I think if you go back to the 1960s and you look at the differences between MLK and Malcolm X, I think you could maybe start to pick out that one of them may have been influenced by others, while one of them had a very sincere message. Um, I just, I think that the people that we think are portrayed to be the good guys aren't always what they're selling you. You know what I mean? And they always say that what is it that the army comes
Who
in
writes
and
history?
yeah, he who writes history controls the narrative. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think we've been lied to a lot about people. And the minute they don't like somebody's message, they're going to demonize them, and you have to start asking why. Why is this person being demonized? Why did they demonize Donald Trump so bad? Why? Donald Trump was loved for years until he came down that escalator. And then all of a sudden, whoa, we got to get rid of this dude. Is it because he knew all of their inside tales? I mean, I don't
Yes.
know, bro.
I mean, you see it all the time. Anybody that they goes against whatever they do, they push against it. Actors that push against it, you see them to get blacklisted in Hollywood. If politicians or something like that, next thing you know, they're ousted.
What do
I
you
mean,
think is fixing to go down with the whole Jay-Z thing?
I think J Lo is going to fall right behind him. She's next.
She's next.
She's next because she was there. I mean, she was. That was at the same time that happened was when, if I remember correctly, was when Jay Z. I mean, not Jay Z, but Diddy and J Lo were together then. So
Right.
she was there.
When do you think, or do you even think anybody from MTV is going to be brought in on this? You know, because I think it's only a matter of time before these
Did
guys
you?
get called into question. You know what I mean?
Did I save it? Okay. I've been doing better today.
What was that movie, Jamie, where her and those other girls were strippers, but they were tricking? It was a story about some New York dancers tricking them guys out of huge debts, right? What was the name of
Right.
that?
Uh, I'm looking it up. Stand by.
The theme
Hustlers.
is hustlers, not dissimilar from essentially the ultimate theft, what they were stealing at Diddy parties, right? People's motherfucking life, their virtue. Like, that's a fucking horrible thing to goddamn rape a person, like
You
whatever,
know,
gang rapes. And just so whatever was happening at those parties, she was basically the Ghislaine Maxwell to motherfucking Diddy's Epstein.
Yeah, she was there. I mean,
all right.
Is
So
that what?
let me take you down a rabbit hole.
oh, here we go. The canyon.
So oh yeah. So Diddy, uh, his the guy that propped him up. Have you ever looked into who propped him up? So hang on, let me see if I can find this guy's name real quick. So the the dude is a music executive, happens to be from a very particular background that we can't talk about, or country. Um, but they were talking like, and Candace Owens ran this thing. We're talking about MK Ultra program, how he had a handler, you know. So
Always very comrade.
Diddy had this billionaire behind him that put him up in front of everybody. And now all of a sudden you've got him going to cities all across America, spreading the rap genre, and that's when rap went to, I mean, in my opinion, that the music industry fell apart. The rap game just started going downhill. You know, he was setting up these different sects in all these different cities. And, now we got some good stuff out of it. But the thing is they propped up a bunch of retards.
That's the
And
word, propped up. Preach. That's right.
they prop these people up, and now all of a sudden you've got every wannabe shooter, that's famous, that's a wannabe, TikTok star or whatever it was. That's what we've evolved into, and um, yeah, man, it's a shame that all this music has turned into kill 'em up murder. I miss old school Tupac, man, and God, man, what happened to 80s and 90s music?
Well, they've been taking over for years, though. If you go all the way back to the '60s, and I had that book. Here it is. If you want to get you a little book, Weird Science Inside the Canyon, was talk about how the CIA took over the hippie movement and all the
Right.
music.
That's right.
It,
Tell us a little more about that, Ricky, because wouldn't certain band members and famous musicians like fathers in intelligence and military intelligence, CIA, etc. Tell us a little bit, because that's right. I've read something about that at some point.
yeah,
The Jim Morrison. Who was Jim Morrison's
Jim Morrison.
dad?
Yeah, Jim Morrison, and if I remember right, I'm just piecing out to my brain. I'd have had to. I wasn't prepared for this one, but yeah, he. If I remember right, he didn't even like. He wasn't even happy with it. He wasn't even happy with. Like he hated the music, he hated the movement, whatever. He hated the hippies, but because that's what he was told to do.
Jim did. He hated the.
Says his dad said Jim Morrison's father, George Stephen Morrison, was a United States Rear Admiral and naval aviator during the Vietnam War. Says he was not a member of the CIA. That's what Google wants you to know. Google wants you to know that he was not.
What does Grok say?
I always read that he was, and that was the whole thing. So, maybe that's been debunked. Okay, I'm so sorry.
I wouldn't just trust Google on just that one.
We'll memory hold that one. I am a good citizen, comrade. Sorry for the mistake.
Now you remember 3 sources. You got to check
3 sources. I'm going to another one.
That's right.
While you looking it up, have you seen Stephen Baldwin right here?
Bro, is that not a crazy video?
It is all of them. All of them.
It is all of them.
Not one will be able to escape.
It is all of
it
them.
Is all of them. All of them.
Bro.
And not one will be able to escape.
So, I think he knows.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. He's cracking, but yeah, it's the time is coming. It's the time.
So did you hear the initial theory behind his brother shooting that girl on the set of that movie? So there was some theory about her husband or brother or father, some guy tied to the person that was shot, was a real high level attorney, and I don't want to fall off this ledge, but some Hillary Clinton type. That's just what I heard. Don't come kill me. I did not commit suicide.
Hey, just remember right here. I got this on quick pop up right here. It's a damn thing to play. Come on.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Entertainment, sports, finance, every major billion-dollar industry has these motherfuckers tied in with it. And I truly hope that Kat is right. And this is the year that all lies will be exposed. Because I'm going to tell you something. The rats are fleeing Washington. They are fleeing the country. Ellen is already gone. Has anybody heard where LeBron is since he retired?
He's just hurt. His foot's hurt again, like he always says it's hurt every year. When his stuff is looking bad.
He abruptly retired. Like,
yeah. Well, you know, I don't know. Hell, did you see the what was that? What was that woman in Canada? That she was the right hand person of Trudeau. That she resigned
oh
too.
yeah, the finance minister.
That's it, the finance minister.
I think there were 3 different. There were 2 yesterday. I think there was 1 today. People are now calling for Trudeau to step down. Trump keeps cracking jokes about them being the 51st state, calling him Governor Trudeau. Let me tell you, DT is on fire and making me laugh. Okay, like, it's funny, the 51st state. But if we are going to do it, I think we take Canada and Mexico too. Go ahead and put the cartel on the fucking the terrorist hit list, and let's just go down there and Moab a couple of these compounds. Okay, I'm all for it. You know, make Cancun great again.
They talked about that years ago. I remember in the early '90s they talked about that. Like, if I remember
what would it look like? You know, they would have to
actually the whole North America be this one, because they were talking about, like, Europe, like all Europe be kind of one nation, and then also all North America be kind of, they're already with the trade agreement kind of put us together, but actually making us all one nation.
$100 million a year we're subsidizing to Canada. Why? Aren't they a wealthy nation? Why are we giving money to Israel?
Because they're the ones. Well, how much
puppet strings, pulling the puppet strings.
Yeah. How do I say this without getting claim to
You're
be
anti-Semitic.
That's it, man.
They're the only.
The bad thing is, like, a lot of them hate everybody.
They're the only democracy in the
lot of
Middle
them hate
East.
everybody.
Right? They're the only democracy in the Middle East.
Well, that's it, and they hate everybody. They even hate Christians.
Aren't we a democracy? The USA is a democracy, right? Or doesn't
allegedly
the Pledge of Allegiance go like this? How do you say the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which.
Oh shit! Well, I thought it said to the democracy to which it stands. That's what I remember.
No,
that's a Mandela effect, bro. There's no way it says "and to the republic for which it stands."
That's part of that new quantum computer. That quantum computer that brought us into a different parallel dimension.
There are many that will tell you, like, they're the only democracy in the Middle East. They're the only. We are Judeo-Christians, but honestly, the history and the evidence looks like they are just a cooperative satellite terror state / client state of the United States, much like Ukraine, but they're more established. If that makes sense, they're more autonomous as well. But we've talked about USS Liberty. Did we talk about NUMEC and the stealing of nuclear secrets? That's how they became nuclear. They're not supposed to be nuclear. It's kind of like the elephant in the room when it comes to UN peace agreements and such. Like Israel, why are they nuclear? But they are. Yada yada.
Did you see Candace Owens brought up USS Liberty? Like, we talked about it a month or two
she's
ago.
Racist now. She's racist.
I mean,
she's a beast. Look, people get caught up in it like this. I'm not like, I don't have a fucking Palestinian flag or nothing like that, okay? I don't really give a fuck about none of it because North Carolina is hurting, okay? The United States is hurting. That's what I care about. And so, like, I don't give a, like Jamie said, why are we sending money anywhere when we are just dying here, suffering in so many fucking ways, and these motherfuckers can't spend our money? How is it that the U.S. government has money? They command this fake bank to print it for them.
That's it. Upon
an interest note that we tote. God damn it, that is pure, unadulterated tyranny. And it sounds like Farrakhan identified the year as 1913 when that shit really got heavy on us. We are under a yoke of financial tyranny, taxed into almost poverty at this point, while they just give money to the tune of ununderstandable billions and trillions to whatever fucking retarded cause they can think of.
Hey, I don't remember
Tell
who
me
just
that's
came out.
where we're at.
I don't remember who just came out and said it, but some other foreign nation just came out and said they're pretty confident 80% of the funds going into Ukraine are getting shipped right back to the U.S.
It's the largest money
It's a
laundering
money
operation.
laundering operation, bro. It's a
What the other 20% is going to jackass building, buying cars and houses and shit. You know, it's
10% to the big guy, 10% to Zelensky, 10% for firecrackers, and 70% for various corrupt oligarchs in the DC Beltway. Probably a pretty accurate breakdown of those funds that were robbed from we the people.
Yeah, I mean, ever since the Federal Reserve was put in, that's what caused the Great Depression was the Federal Reserve, and the interest rates. They adjust the interest rate how they feel like it needs to be. They think of, well, we need to have it higher. Well, we think it needs to be lower. And when it goes higher, it affects us. When it goes lower, it affects us. It makes the value go up and down. Inflation. I mean, that's why JFK was trying to do away with it. They were trying to do away with the Federal Reserve. He was trying to do away with a lot of them alphabets. And he got done away with himself because of the situation going on. I mean, it's, if you actually look into the history of it, like a lot of people don't know, if you look back before 1913, it was an actual dollar tender note. It actually was a real dollar. Now it's just a Federal Reserve note. It's not even real. I mean, if you look at your money now, I mean, you just look at a dollar now, it's,
yeah,
there's a Federal Reserve note right there on top. If you go look at an old dollar, let's see if I can pull up a picture because I sure ain't got no 19.
Find one, Ricky, because it'll say something like payable to the bearer upon demand, silver certificate or gold certificate from the U.S. Reserve Treasury, from the U.S. Treasury Reserve. In other words, that note was backed by a specific weight of gold or silver specie as to where, and that's a commodity versus now it's called a fiat currency. Those are the definitions that they used to describe these different market facts. So used to have a commodity, in other words, gold or silver backed currency. And now we have I couldn't say what backs it other than the fact it's just what everybody uses.
I mean,
which is a phenomenon of money. It's a phenomenon of human appreciation. I value a certain thing, therefore it's worth something to me. So, the American dollar commands something, right? Gold and silver and jewels command a certain thing to humans, and so that's just the way it is.
Let's see.
What makes them valuable is hard to say, but they're tradable, I suppose.
Treasury note. Did it pop up? Yeah, there it goes. Yeah. Treasury note right there. Legal tender. 1890 on this one right here. $1,000.
I've got a silver certificate in there. In fact, I got a couple of them. $1 silver certificates from the 1940s.
That's the real money. Before it was Herschel said jokes on me. I don't have any. I understand. It's about all I got is a dollar sitting on the desk here.
Holy crap.
Uh-oh.
Dude, these 1957 $1 silver certificate. Oh, rare air number. Okay. $41,000.
I need some of them.
All right, I need to see what mine looks like now. Y'all keep talking, gentlemen.
Oh, Jamie might quit us tonight for this.
I hope we don't find too much.
Yeah, I got some cool stuff he's going to be interested in and talk about in a little bit too.
Speaking of the Bible and the Quran and religion and stuff, man, some of the we've talked about it before. Some of those verses in Revelation that talk about the collapsing of Babylon, this great market system, and it talks about all these specifics, all the merchandise that they traded, and they were weeping for their great losses. And man, this whole system is fucked. It's debt based. There's arbitrage that takes place, which is just this system of making money without producing anything. There's usury, gross usury taking place, and so the whole system is corrupt. It's just like when Jesus, Yahshua Messiah, went into the temple and turned the tables over and whipped the change and drove out the money changers. They always get strange with the change. They get funny with the money. That's what's taking place again. And so this whole system is ripe for collapse. I mean, we're 30-something trillion in debt. I say we. What the fuck does that even mean, we? And now Jamie just found a $50,000 bill.
So I'm seeing. Listen. I'm seeing them online. You know, $4, $40, $1,500, $2,000. Mine don't have a unique number, but I'm curious to know how much it's worth. I mean, it's in decent shape. You know, I've had it you can tell it's been folded before, but I've had it pressed in a with all my international money that I've collected from all my travels over the
You
years.
James Bond motherfucker. You sexy bitch.
Hey man, you know, when I went around the world, I just made it a point to start collecting currency, man. Like I got
That's a
bills
cool deal
from all over the world, man. You know,
that's fucking groovy, bro.
I was talking to a guy from Australia the other day on a chat with Wally on Wally's stream, and one of the guys that was on YouTube earlier. They stream for hours and hours. You can just add in there, you just jump on and start talking. I talked to him for a while, but he was pretty cool dude. Like, but he had all kinds of different currency stuff. He pulled it out, all the different dollar and money from Australia and around the world and stuff. It's pretty neat seeing, you know.
Yeah, I've got money from all over Europe. Well, so when I worked on the cruise ship, um, I don't know how it started, but all my cruise buddies all started giving me notes from their country. You know, I said Bulgaria, Romania, and Russia were first, and then I got some currency from my buddy from the Philippines. You know, kind of dated a girl from Canada for a minute. She gave me a $5 Canadian bill. You know, and then I got money from Peru, Chile. Yeah, I got more of it somewhere. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, just travels, man.
That's it.
You know, I worked on a cruise ship for a year, and I got to go to uh, every port up and down the freaking coast, man. It was so much fun. I believe everybody should do that once in their life. Get out of the country, go to work on a cruise ship.
I don't know.
Go
I
do
don't know
something
about no cruise
exciting.
ship. Them some bitches try to wobble and try to sink fucking people. I'm good on that.
He said, "I'm good on that."
Yeah, I don't want no cruise.
You can't
I
swim
like
up.
I love traveling. I don't mind all. I don't mind getting in a plane. They don't bother me none. But yeah, them damn boats and uh, I don't I don't get seasick. But yeah,
So funny
that's
story from the cruise ship. Check this out. We so everybody on the job has dual roles. All right. You have your main job that you were hired for, but everybody has a safety role, right? Um, I was an evacuation leader, right? So I get to wear the bright yellow vest, and my job is to meet guests from a particular part of the ship in one of our restaurants and then take them to the lifeboats in the event that anything happens, right? So I don't remember exactly what the situation was at 2 a.m. in the morning, but they sound our general alarm, and we have a pipe that broke or something in the engine room or something. Something was wrong, and they called our alarm. So I'm in like boxers and a t-shirt, bro, and I get to this restaurant, and I've got my vest on, I've got my shoes on, and this woman's kind of mad, because we're doing this. She thinks emergency drill, and he leans over to her and it's like, honey, that's an American. He's standing there in a t-shirt and boxer shorts. I'm pretty sure this ain't a drill. But we stood there for about 45 minutes, man, and they were like, all right, you guys are good. Everybody go back to your cabins. Problem resolved. I can't remember what they ended up saying was wrong with it, but we busted up some kind of major pipe or something broke, and apparently that's a problem on a cruise ship.
Well, I'll tell you, it is a big problem. It's a big problem. When I build a ship, I've built many ships. Thank you. Excuse me. I wanted to show you this $100 bill, a commemorative edition. It is worth a paltry $1 trillion on eBay, I believe it is. You can check Etsy as well. Excuse me, my friends at Etsy tell me it's doing quite well. In fact, the best. But the $100 commemorative Trump 100, it's the C note, baby. You know you want it. So jump down to your local Facebook marketplace. I think there'll be a few out there. So thank you again, Jamie, for showing us your silver certificate. But
I got nothing on the Donald Trump.
Look, man, I'm going to go try to spin this in a minute.
Oh, you're going to jail. You're going right to jail. This fucking guy brought in a counterfeit $100 bill. Take that to your bank and ask him what it's worth.
That's been somewhere nasty.
Hey, so I want to show you something that I received a gift today from the Cage Man. Oh, that's funny. What do we got here?
Watch this.
I am inevitable.
Jesus.
I am.
So
is that Elon obliterating government overreach?
Well, that bill, that the reason there is a theory that the reason that all these drones and extra is going around too is to distract you, because that major, they do it every year around Christmas time. They try to
push through some shit.
They try to push through some shit and ramrod it through right at Christmas time, because like, well, we were about to go on break for a while, so we got to put this right through. And I mean, and it had a bunch of extra stuff, pay raises for Congress like they fucking need it.
50 fucking K, bro. 50 fucking K.
I mean, isn't the inside trading enough for them to, they make $150,000 a year, but they're worth millions after they get here. AOC
came out.
AOC didn't even have a fucking. AOC didn't even have. Said she didn't even have health insurance. She like lived on a car or something. I don't know, but now she's worth millions of dollars with a salary that's $150,000 a year.
So here you go, buddy.
That's
check this out.
very interesting.
These guys, well, your raise is like 6%. These dudes are trying to get like a 30% fucking raise. Think about that for a minute, right? Think about that for a minute. And then Biden comes out today and says, yeah, we need to eliminate stock trading. Bitch, where have you been?
He threw somebody in a bus right there. That's what that was. He threw because he is mad because of what they did to him. And he's last days. He's about to be out, and he's just like, F them all.
Well, he has handled it.
He got some Trump tap shoes or something going on. What the hell?
Back to the Cage Man gift.
Oh,
Back to the Cage Man gift. Fuck yeah. That's fresh, bro.
Got the D right there on the side. The T. It's Papa Trump. Hang on, but wait, there's more.
So you're gonna wear them to with your robe on,
bro? I'm wearing these to a fight. So he got me another pair because of course, I got to be stunting and have the high tops too.
Oh, bro. So you got two fights. You got attitude and shotgun coming up.
Coming soon, baby. Coming soon to a city near you. Look, man, I mean, I got slammed pretty hard for being a Trump fan and being a Trump supporter, but I will never again let anybody stifle my voice or my opinion or call me a racist because I support common sense. What the fuck, man? And the crazy thing is like when that all started, 2017, 2018 were pretty tough years. And then in 2021, the whole January 6th thing happened. It was bad. My inbox was filled up with just hateful shit. And but I let people bully me into shutting my voice down, because I didn't want to be called a racist. Well, I'm no racist. Jesus Christ, you know. But I allowed that word to immediately stop conversations because I didn't want to have that battle, And now I'm like, well, let's have that battle. Have you met my people? Like, the crew of people that are behind me. I'm like, we're not doing this game anymore. White liberals can kiss my dick.
Suck my hairy man.
You seen
That's right, brother.
1.5 trillion was wiped from the U.S. stock market today. Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard. We'll be checking my 401k tomorrow to figure out how we did. My God.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back mad at my fucking company because they won't let me get that last bit of my money. It sons of bitches if it dropped it a whole lot.
Let's see, Heather. Where is my stock account?
Hell, Fidelity don't even want to let you own.
I know a couple people having issues trying to cash out Bitcoin and shit, and they're locked out of their fucking accounts, and it just don't make sense. And I gotta tell you, going back to the 2020 stock market thing at the end of the year, right, where all those different stocks were banging AMD and who was AMC, the movie company, right? The other one was GameStop. I believe that these apps are talking to one another, and because you give them access to fucking everything when you sign up for it.
Mm-hmm.
I almost wonder if they're communicating with one another and letting them know what's going on. Hey, everybody's getting ready to start trading this shit, and they shut their shit down and won't let them trade, which is what fucking happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
what that happened on that was because like the GameStop and all that, they were about to lose their ass because they betted that it would go down, and so like okay, it's going to go down, and that's what they betted it would. That's how they were going to win their money. But when the stock went back up, they panicked and rushed, and they shut that son of a bitch down quick because GameStop, the whole movement with all them people. And that was one of the times you can see in history that the little people actually made a difference because they came in like, now fuck this.
Well, the
We've lost
irony.
we've lost Target. I mean, not Target. We lost like Toys R Us. We've lost Circuit City. We lost all these other great companies that we've loved. That and Blockbuster, all from this insider fucking destroying from the inside out for them to bet that it's going to go down because they got people inside destroying the son of a bitch.
Let me tell you
And
something. You should watch the Tucker Carlson episode about Cabela's, about how I can't remember the name of the guy, but he's this capital investment broker or whatever the fuck he does. And he spent mega money to collapse this company and buy it, then basically shut the core of this entire business down. It was Cabela's. The town that it was based in, pretty much the entire town went fucking bankrupt because everybody that lived there worked at the corporate headquarters. And They drive the stock down to nothing. They sell off a bunch of the fucking stores. They make the company look profitable on paper and make their money back, but they killed an entire fucking business and economy in some cities doing so in these small towns. You know, it's what these people will do to make money.
It's evil.
The,
Absolutely.
Is
the
pure
irony,
evil.
the irony of the GameStop situation was that the great scandal was Robinhood, the trading app,
Yeah.
which is supposed to be the trading app for the name itself bemoans this concept of fucking the guy sticking it to the rich on behalf of the poor, right? It's supposed to make markets and trading accessible to the fucking blue collar guy. And they suspended trading to protect these hedge funds who were losing their ass because they were over leveraged on a big ass short. And these gamers said, hey, let's buy up GameStop stock. It'll rise and become more valuable, and we'll stick it to these guys who are over leveraged. And it caught steam, and it happened. So, but the irony, you know, my family deleted the Robinhood app because of that scandal, right? We said we stopped fucking with Robinhood. We moved to another trading app when that little bullshit occurred, because it's just a slap in the face, as it always is, though, a humiliation ritual almost. Like, the fuck you mean Robinhood, and you're gonna protect these rich mega billionaires and these funds? Man, fuck you, you know. So that was Robinhood and the GameStop scandal. They froze market activity to protect those hedge fund billionaires.
You know, it's like you know, back in '08 when they bailed all them fucking banks out, and then they turn around that Christmas, they turn around and was talking about all the great bonuses and stuff that they were giving all their CEOs and the upper, you know, they gave all that money they got from the freaking bailout they used for fucking bonuses.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
if you look back in '08 and like looking, you can search it up, and like and that Christmas or that following year they were turning around and just hammering like, this guy got $50 million bonus. This CEO, he got $40 million bonus. This one here got 20 million for this guy and 10 million and 5 million. I mean, they were getting bonuses. It was all of the fucking money that we gave them.
That's insane.
Hey, thanks. Can I get a card that says a thank you card?
Yeah, for real. I mean, can I just give me just give me a little cash. Hell, give me like 50 grand. I'll be happy.
Break bread. Bread.
Give everybody like 50 grand out of that shit. Hell, we'll be all right.
How do you clean up a system this corrupt in 4 years? Or in
it's going to take longer. It's going to take longer.
I mean, what the
I mean,
everything is a lie. It's incredible.
I mean, unless they just sure enough take the whole, let's grab the rug and just completely go boop and pull out from under everything and do like I've been hoping to see, is just everything hit the fucking ground and see it like everybody sees everything how it is, and let the shit fall and let everybody panic, because that's what it's going to take. I mean, you know, for if they're actually going to do that, they're actually going to go there and clean up some of this shit. I mean, that's what it's truly going to probably have to take, is you're going to have to just rip the rub, and, you know, it's like you get a Band-Aid, you know, and get on his face and get a little hair in it too, and you're afraid to pull that Band-Aid off. You're just going to have to just rip that son of a bitch and let her go.
Right.
And that's what it's going to take for all this. I mean, 4 years, I don't know. I mean,
right.
Because the way our system works, it takes so long to do any fucking thing.
Yeah,
it's going to take.
I don't see it happening.
It's going to take you know, I don't see it happening before, you know, by the end of the decade, really.
Here you go.
I hope, but.
Right. Sure. That's the word.
So, I believe that fucking bill that was going through. Hang on. Yeah, in the bill. Oh my God, buried in the 1,547-page omnibus bill is a
1,500. You
is
can't
a
read
provision.
1,500 pages in 3 hours, sir.
We're going to fast track it. But a provision to facilitate a $3 billion NFL stadium in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
$3 billion fucking dollars. You know, come on, bro. Listen, first of all, the city of Memphis, well, most of these cities all fund their major stadiums through taxes, okay? They tax the fuck out of the people to pay for the major league stadium. Here's my issue. If you look back over time and through fucking Rome, that's what the government did. The government built the arenas to throw bread and fucking violence at the people and keep them entertained. All
Bread and
right.
circus.
So now here we are
So never
now,
revolt.
same thing. We're being taxed to fucking death. Yet NFL, if the owner is worth what he's worth, why is the fucking taxpayer of the city? Why are people paying for a stadium that will never go inside that stadium?
That's a good question.
You know, man, dude, maybe we need some fucking Vivek and Elon getting up in all this shit. You know, look, the Memphis City Council is just garbage.
Speaking
You
of
know,
him,
here we go. Let's talk to Vivek.
welcome on, Vivek.
Congress is about to pass a bill that blows away your tax. It over 1,500 pages long, so you wouldn't read it. I did you a favor. I read it for you. It's supposed to be about keeping government operations open and providing disaster relief aid to hurricane victims, which I'm sympathetic to. But if you read the bill carefully, it contains pay raises for members of Congress, and I'm not making this up, an expansion of their federal health benefits. It contains all kinds of special interests and pork funding, including opening up a new stadium in Washington, D.C. It renews the Global Engagement Center, which is a key node of the censorship industrial complex. And the worst part is, they didn't want you to know about any of it, and that's why they made this a last-minute jam job. The reason I'm co-heading DOGE is I think we need outsiders to bring actual accountability to Washington, D.C. So feel free to call your congressman and let him know how you feel about it.
Did you see what they on Doge? They said they're going to turn around, and as soon as they get done doing what they need to do, they're going to shut Doge down too, because that way.
Right. That's the idea. It's meant to be eliminated. The whole purpose of the program was to eliminate agencies that don't need to be funded. So once it's finished, there's no need to fund the agency anymore because we're at its prime operating, capacity. Look at what he did to Twitter. He canned 80% of that fucking company, and now Twitter runs better than it ever has. And that was just him getting rid of the CIA and FBI offices and the Mossad offices. We're gonna get banned.
Oh yeah, we're fucked on this video.
Do you know? All right, so since we're fucked. Is it just me? Since we're fucked.
Yeah. Let's celebrate it.
I mean, if we talk about everything that you and me had talked about, we're going to talk about. Once we pop up this other little thing we got hidden in the background. It's on there.
I just want to ask a question. Listen, I just want to ask a question.
Hey, good.
If all these very Caucasian Jews belong to the homeland of Israel, where did they lose their like everybody from the Middle East I know is all kind of like bronze colored. I'm just saying, like these pale ass white boy I know claiming he's Jewish, and I'm like, bro, you are white, and I just like, I'm just saying, help me.
Yeah, I mean,
oy vey, comrade. Oy vey, comrade.
All right, we're gonna get banned. Fuck it. All right. But here is some here. I'll let you lead us into the next one.
Are you postulating an Ashkenazi replacement theory thesis tonight on anything is possible, sir? Deep breath. That's a good question, right? So that's a good question, though. I don't have a definitive answer. I have a really cool book called 13th Tribe by Arthur Koestler, which explores this supposedly thoroughly rejected among the scholarly community theory of Ashkenazi. So, in other words, the idea that this Germanic tribe have presented themselves as the true Jewish descendancy, heir to Zion, right? This idea is soundly rejected by sound minds in the academic community, comrade.
Look, man, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just. I didn't go that far with it. I just said.
You opened the door. Dave, come on in. He's like the Kool-Aid man. He just come on in, baby.
Well, mind you, I said it was soundly rejected by the academic community. We reject this thesis as aberrant and erroneous, sir. Good day, sir.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Well, hell, we are here at trying to get kicked off YouTube at this point.
Oh, it's fixing to happen now. It's fixing to happen now.
YouTube rules don't understand irony, though.
All right, so I'm gonna let. Do you want me to throw in my knowledge on this, or do you want to talk about what you found on here?
I'll throw a couple cents in here. I just got a chance to look at it a little bit.
How far did you go back on him? Have you actually gone through his page and really dug into it?
I just looked through like this post here. I didn't get a chance to go
listen
back.
to me. Go through his page tonight, and it's gonna blow your mind what you find on here.
Okay? I follow this dude, clandestine, no doubt. Yeah, yes. Fuck yeah.
So
that's a good page, bro. That's a good page, bro.
Yeah, I'm following him.
That's a good page, bro.
It says he was
he's on mine.
2/12/25/22 when he was talking about the U.S. funded biolabs in Ukraine.
Right.
Now we know.
All right. So let's start with this map right here. Let me jump in here, Ricky, because I've been following this since day one. Okay. So when the U.S. media and Ukraine reported on Russia going into the country, they made it sound like, and they sold the theory that Russia went into the country hitting their military bases throughout the country. Not true. Clandestine put a map of the strike sites on top of the cities that had biolabs in them, and they're actually U.S. run. They're all the U.S. run biolabs in the country. So Russia hits every one of these sites, okay? They immediately go in there, strike the facilities. They send ground people in there to collect as much information and data as they can. They actually have footage outside one of the facilities as the Russian troops are coming in where they are out there burning fucking boxes of paper in a 55-gallon drum because they're trying to get rid of the shit. Okay? So the theory behind what's going on over there. All right. So this happens, right? The general that's in charge of the operation concludes that through U.S. funding, these labs in Ukraine are working on biological weapons. And he lays out some of this stuff. He was murked 2 days ago by an IED as he left a conference addressing this shit right here. Okay, so he reveals that the U.S. is funding these biolabs. Well, I'm sure you're going to ask, well, what were they working on? Well, would it blow your mind if COVID came from there, that they were naturally working on COVID inside that facility there? Maybe, just maybe, COVID didn't come from Wuhan. It got sent to China because China needed it. Think about what was happening when COVID broke out. A couple things were happening. One, Donald Trump was fixing to win another fucking election. But two, China was revolting. their citizens were flooding the street by the millions, right?
That's right.
So,
Hong Kong sympathizers.
so
The
you
Hong
got to
Kong
wonder.
brought that up, right?
I think that's something that had to do with it, you know. But they
The
were
Hong Kong,
starting.
the British were leaving, and mainland China, the communist state, was going to reassume governmental oversight. They had been under British imperialistic sovereign umbrella. They you understand, and that contract ended, and that was what was going on with Hong Kong. But Hong Kong succumbed, and you're telling us that, and yeah, you're saying that this was an opportunistic biological weapon attack. It absolutely had to be. So that could have been done in Ukraine. In fairness, Barack Obama made it illegal to do gain of function research in the States.
Which is why they took it overseas. Which is why they took it
over
overseas.
to fucking their little bankster paradise over there. And
what year did we topple that country? Let's see.
Victoria Nuland was involved 15 years ago, 12 years ago, the first time when we installed a Western-friendly leader in Ukraine. Openly bragged about it.
It's amazing when you go back and see like
it was called the Revolution of Dignity. So this is what they do. They use these social campaigns to drive people. The entire Arab Spring was a social media pull at your strings campaign. That is how they got all these people to fucking rise up against their governments, right? The Revolution of Dignity, also known as the Maiden Revolution or the Ukrainian Revolution. It started in February of 2014, and that is when that country started to fall. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, well, who funded it? Who paid for these different social groups to get out there and get all these people riled up? Well, we did. That'd be the Central Intelligence Agency. You know, and like when you look at what's going on now in Syria, the big joke is that the Pentagon is battling out with Syria. I mean, the Pentagon is fighting the CIA in Syria. They're basically having their own funded battle over there, and we're funding both sides of that conflict as well. Just like the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, we're funding both sides of that conflict there. The Ukrainian thing, you know, we set up those fucking labs over there. We paid for that. We're doing everything we can to keep that government in power. They're going to fucking murk Zelensky. Mark my word. That dude is going to fucking die in a car bomb. So, you know, or he's going to get poisoned.
All the time. That's why he's coked out all the time, because he knows that it's just like everybody else, like just like Saddam Hussein that we put in power. That's like everybody else we've ever put in power. He has a shelf.
He's going to get murked.
There's a shelf life on how long he is going to be valuable to us, and once he is no longer valuable to us, stuff happens and poof, disappear. Each time.
So now the question is will it be a very public execution, or will it be he just drank some poison and fell out? You know, I think they're gonna blow that dude up. They're gonna bomb his car. That's gonna be my guess for the death of Zelensky. Because it's more honorable. Because, you know, in the Middle East, they drug those dudes out of holes and then hung them. Except for Gaddafi, they stabbed that dude to death on the side of the road. If you've ever seen that video, that shit'll haunt you. It's out there.
It's on Twitter.
So is the Saddam death. You know, let me tell you, when you were kids, you had to go to the store, the VHS store, into a back room, show an ID to rent Faces of Death. Now all I got to do is turn Twitter on, and it just gets piped into me. I don't even mean to watch it. You know, and all of a sudden I'm watching some dude get electrocuted to death, or some other dude out of nowhere get hit by a train. And of course, you know, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to watch it. You know, it's
a train wreck. Or you see some guy get blown to pieces, or then you scrolling through, you know, and you're like, fuck, and you scroll real fast because, you know, it's a it's a baby burnt to fucking crisp, you know, or
Ah,
another one stabbed.
ADD,
Right?
ADD. We got ADD. Let's go back. Hang on. So let's talk about this war thing, right? So through that, through the Arab Spring, right? I watched that war online through Twitter, right? I was following the Peshmerga forces, the lines of Rojava, all through Syria and Iraq. Um, you had the PPK, the PKK, uh, and all these different rebel groups and functions that the U.S. was backing, the Kurds, right? And they all had their own social media managers, almost very professional shit done. Just like ISIS had a complete professional fucking videography campaign. You go back through Twitter, I'm sure you can still find some of that shit. It was the most amazing produced shit ever. I'm like, who's giving the money for this? You're telling me these dudes hiding in a fucking cave, or or allegedly that's what they sell you, um, have all this technology, you know, but the footage coming out of Ukraine is so much different, bro. I don't see any Russian footage coming out, and the only footage you see are drone footage from like a DJI Phantom 4 that's dropping a grenade on some dude that's already mortally wounded and damn near surrendering. You know what I mean? And that's the only footage. Like, there's no actual combat footage. Where is all that footage at? The shit coming out of there don't make sense.
Or like that. You see that video where one of them drones dropped that hand grenade and dude just kind of hit it and threw it off to the side and it blew up. Like he was just sitting there,
Man,
like
yeah,
fuck
dude.
you. Like he's looking at the drone like I'm not you. Fuck you.
Here's the other thing. Geneva Convention, bro. Listen, Geneva Convention says aid is given to those that surrender, right? There's several videos out there where these guys have got their hands up, their weapon is thrown away from them, they don't have a weapon near them, their hands are up, they're already mortally wounded and damn near bleeding out, and they're still dropping grenades on them. Come on, man. I'm like, what is
That-
going on here? Why does
It's they don't care about none of that. They're eliminating.
Man, like it just
It's
and
sad. I
then
mean, you could get on Twitter and you can get depressed on Twitter if you get catch the right amount of um, just this and that.
so
Speaking of that,
have you seen the footage of the Orshnik missile system?
no.
All right. So Russia wasn't fucking around. They told us that if we supplied Ukraine with those whatever those missiles are called, that they were going to fuck us up, or that they were going to hit them hard, right? So they hit them with this new missile system that they have, and bro, this is the scariest shit you'll see. Look at this. So this is supposed to be, they changed this is their nuclear capable shit, but they used conventional warheads on it when they hit that city. And the other thing, I don't know if you've seen, but let me tell you, the party scene in Kiev is fucking hopping. Those pretty blonde bitches are dancing everywhere. It looks like business as usual. So help me understand what the fuck is going on over there that we're spending all this money on. You know,
And they've been like the whole time they've been partying and raising hell. It's kind of I don't know. It is wild.
let's see. Let me tell you what's funny is I can't believe I'm fixing to tell you all this.
Oh shit.
All right, so there are dating apps that you can get on that you can set regionally, right? So, look, I know some women from Ukraine, and I know that they're baddies. So for one day, I got bored and I started setting my location over there, just checking out all the women out of Ukraine. Hey, maybe Jamie needs a foreign mail order bride, okay? Maybe I do. I don't know. So when this started, the very first thing that they did was they killed all internet traffic out of there, right? And they shut it down. So you can't access them anymore. But the reason I found that out is through Snapchat, because I wanted to see, I saw it on Snapchat first. So then I checked the dating site, and the dating site, it won't let you on there either. They've shut down all communication out of that country from social media. You know, yeah, that's pretty wild, man. Why are they not letting their people talk? You know, and then it's weird. So I got a guy that I'm friends with that I worked on the ship that's from Ukraine, Alexandra. And I started messaging him. I wonder if these messages are still here. Yeah, these messages are still here. So listen to this, bro. He sends me a couple of videos of the news there back in 2022. And then he sends me this message. He says, all that you see with the letter Z is the fucked up military equipment of the Russians. Too bad help didn't come. No reinforcements were sent. There are only two of us left. You and I were fucked. All brothers died and the ammo's running out, but we keep the lines and we're fighting bravely. Ordnance is dead. Everything is fucked up. There's nothing more to fight back. Well, let's smoke, brother. We can't fucking escape from death. Too bad help didn't come. Kiev's region around Kiev, and he sends me this message that I can't see now. You know, and then he sends me this story about Ukraine's corruption. You know, I mean, dude, and they're sending money out. Yeah, there's some weird shit going on, man. But yeah, his account just went dead out of nowhere.
Damn.
You know, and then come to find out he died. You know, yeah, I work with that guy on the fucking cruise ship, bro.
Damn.
Here, let me show you my buddy, man. Let me pay respect to my friend here real quick.
Yeah, especially if you think the worst, that'd be.
Yeah, man. That's my buddy, man. He was a cool fucking dude, man. I worked with him on the cruise ship.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, because I was trying to talk to him. That was in 2022. But then he passed. I don't know if it had anything to do with the war or if he just died. Something else was going on with him. But I saw on his social media page one day a bunch of people saying, "Oh my God, I'm going to miss you," and I'm like, "What the hell happened?" You know, you just don't know anymore, man. Life is short, bro.
For sure.
I mean, they were literally listen, bro. In case you didn't know, the future in Ukraine for American men is going to be very bright because they've already scooped up all the Ukrainian men and sent them to the front line and got them murked. Okay. So the hottie to American male ratio is like 13-1 right now over there. Okay. I'm just telling you, you know.
I had to get a plane trip. I had to get a little plane ticket. Hell, I don't know, but
Soldier of Fortune, Jamie 2G Grant, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, since we're kind of in a sad little moment, I want to bring laughter back to us for just a second.
Let's do that.
Let's bring some laughter back. I got to. I saved this just in case we did get some.
I get up in the evening, I got nothing to say. I come up in the morning, I go back feeling the same way. I'm nothing but tired, man, just tired for myself. baby. I could give you just little help. You can start a fire. You can start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even in the dark.
I love it, man. Karaoke is awesome, man.
Man,
He's
I'm
singing the
looking for
boss.
this.
He's singing the boss too, man. Just he's into it, man. That's awesome. It just makes you feel good and spirits come up.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for a funny video too. Have you seen? Oh no, it's on Instagram.
It's on the gram.
It's on the gram. I'm gonna have to do some work here. There's this ad for this sign company, and this is probably the funniest video I have seen in a minute. The dude dresses up like Donald Trump.
You seen the one that dude's outside of De Niro's house?
Oh yeah, dude, that's pretty funny too, man.
That was. Have you seen that, Dave?
Nope, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
where's he? Is he MIA? He's MIA. We don't know where De Niro is. He's left. He's in Greece with Tom Hanks.
You looking up that video, Jamie?
I'm trying to find it.
This is great, man. This guy is all dressed up and everything. And he's outside De Niro's house with a fucking megaphone fucking going off.
Yeah, I'll find it. Hold on.
It's funny. I ain't gonna say too much. That way you get to enjoy the whole moment.
How do you spell De Niro's last name?
Deniro, I think. Yeah, my spelling's terrible now. Here
it is. I got it, baby. I got it.
I've had a phone with swipe for so many years, so he's just like, man, I don't even know how to spell no more. I just swipe.
He said, I don't know how to spell. I'm here for you, cousin. This is gonna be great.
I have not heard that, James. We'll have to look that up real quick.
Bobby, I'm back. It's your favorite president. I don't give up. You didn't come out last time, so I hired an investigator and found your illegitimate son, Jamarcus. Jamarcus, come over here, Jamarcus. Say some words to your father. Talk to your daddy. Father, why don't you love me? Accept me. It's okay. You hear that, Bobby?
Accept me.
$200 million in tariffs on your building until you come out and speak to me and your son Jamarcus. His mother LaQuisha, who you abandoned very strongly, got shot. It's so sad, and I'm officially adopting Jamarcus myself. Believe me, Bobby. That I can tell you. Come here, Jamarcus. Come here. Give your new daddy a hug. Give your new father a hug. I love you. Joke, it's gonna be okay. Look at that. Look at the feel of that ethnic hair is incredible.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be okay. Believe me.
I haven't seen that one yet. That's good to me.
Retarded, man.
I haven't seen that one yet. Now I've seen the other one where he had the cologne. He had the cologne there. He said, "I'm gonna leave a bottle of this cologne for you can have it." With the fight Trump cologne, he had a ball of that. He's gonna give it to De Niro. Jamie, have you heard about them using AI against scammer phone calls?
No,
Dave. James.
I want in on
Salcedo
that.
just asked that question. We heard.
I've not seen that.
I had to look.
Dude, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. You asked if I know. I come to this podcast to learn about current events. I don't ever know shit. I just am here to learn. I go to the chat. I'm hoping fucking Sweets and Hiker will fucking tell me what's going on out there because I can barely make heads or tails of shit. I'll be honest.
Man, I gotta find this sign guy.
Our chat is jumping on Rumble. The YouTube chat, I just closed it. It's not even. If you're out there, YouTube, I'm looking for you one more time.
Are we in trouble?
They're in the ether, man. They floated away.
I know Wally said he's just sitting there. He's busy. Wally, he's wide open now. Wally's a good dude. He's running around there probably in circles. in his house and listening to us talk. Hey, here's some of that AI.
Oh man, the chat on fucking Rumble is hopping.
Fluffy. So W is then a dot.
I think your profession is bothering people, right?
Hello, scammers. I'm your worst nightmare. I'm an AI created by O2 to waste phone scammers' time.
Stop calling me dear, you stupid.
It's nearly been an hour. Because when they're busy talking to me, they can't be scamming you.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that. Thank you, James. That's we're all here learning together. That's the beauty of this.
Yeah. I like that. That's another happy. We needed another happy after our karaoke friend.
I wonder if I sent this to Ricky.
That was nice. Very nice.
Hey! Have you seen the piece on our boy? Who's our guy, man? Our sports reporter. Who's our guy here? Ricky, it's in our chat. Stephen A. Thompson.
Stephen A. Baby.
Stephen
A.
A.
Yeah, I got that saved in my Twitter file.
Smith. Shit, I don't know why I said Thompson. Not Stephen Thompson that I went to high school with.
or the MMA
Smith.
fighter.
No,
right, Wonder
Boy, baby.
He comes out and says, "Hey, Democrats have been lying to us, man." I'm like, "Whoa!" He said, "What?"
Here you go. I got you. Like I said, I saved it. I've been saving. I'm trying to. We were talking about last time. We were trying to do better, and I got. Once this pops up, you can see I actually got a folder just for like the show. Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot it popped over to it.
All right, I got 17 minutes, boys. 17 minutes.
Trump literally makes this man.
The news comes amidst a bombshell report from the Justice Department on the ground when the Capitol was stormed on January 6, 2021. Vice President-elect J.D. Vance posted the following on X, quote, "For those keeping score at home, this was labeled a dangerous conspiracy theory months ago." To the Democratic Party. You know what I'm getting really pissed off about? I'm getting really ticked off at every time they open their mouth about something pertaining to y'all, they seem right.
You arrest the confidential informants for inciting an insurrection? The government know about these people. Yeah, they let them go. Every time the right makes a claim, what does the left say? Oh, they're conspiracy theorists. Then about 6 months later, it's proven to be true. Just like Hunter Biden's laptop. Yeah. Latino men, 54% voted for Trump. Imagine if black people is number 2 demographic in this country. Oh, this country be screwed. Stephen A., this is the wake-up call.
It's your wake-up call. Yeah.
Wow. That video that they were about they showed a second ago. Check this out. Let me post that. I wanted to get to this, but you said 17 minutes, so we got to get to this while you're still here, because you were.
I am not on this video.
You are not. Jamie's not part of this video because I hope not, because you are. You're a fucking insider. Look, they arrested him, and now what's going on here? I wanted to finish watching this video. Look, even get a fist bump. Well, January 6th. Remember January 6th?
Ricky, I really look forward to our J6 show, man. I'm going to show my video.
It's coming, y'all. For y'all want to hear from the front lines. Be back January 6th, which it will be. We looked it up. It will be a Wednesday, won't it?
Yeah, it is. So, it's going to be on Wednesday.
So be back Wednesday, January 6th.
So I sent a tweet out the other night to Adam Longo with WUSA 9. He is the reporter that I initially talked to. In fact, let me pull up this story for you real quick. WUSA 9, Jamie Grant. This is all my video. motherfuckers are not our sponsors.
So that violent mob and this insurrection played out on both sides of the Capitol, where I'm standing right now. This way, this is the side that faces the Washington Monument, right? This is the west-facing side. And on the east-facing side, the side that faces the Supreme Court, where the protesters made their entry into the Capitol. And that's where the focus of a lot of our video has been. But I want to show you what unfolded, as you're seeing here, on the west front of the Capitol. Between my location and the Capitol Dome, it's obscured because of the trees. That's where the inaugural platform for the inauguration is being constructed. Protesters overran that. And that's some of this brand new video we're seeing. I talked to the man who shot it, who said that authorities here were pitifully underprepared for what they were facing.
These are bicycle officers. They're not even in full gear. They've got bicycle helmets on. You know what I mean? These guys were not ready at all for what was about to happen.
Jamie Grant from Memphis, 13 hours. He wanted to be in a position to get an unfiltered look at the events of January 6th. He ended up a frontline witness to the cataclysmic chaos that surrounded the U.S. Capitol.
There was a group in the video where you see I pan to the right where they pulled a barricade down. And when they pulled the barricade down, instead of trying to push in, they grabbed the barricade and pulled the barricade into the crowd.
They were
so
instructed to do
didn't
that.
have any resistance with it. Once they cleared the barricade, they used, I don't know what kind of CS disbursement they did, but it was a very massive CS gas release that went out. And they gassed a lot of their officers. When they did, there were people in the crowd that realized
Nicest
this was
cop
their
I've ever met.
opportunity to take advantage of it. And you could hear people yell, and you'll hear it in the videos, you know, hey, take advantage of them now, push.
What you're saying is the deployment of the tear gas or pepper spray, it affected the officers on that front line equally as it affected people in the front of the crowd.
Absolutely. It was very disturbing to see these young men and women on the front line with no gear on. They had no gear on. It took probably 30 minutes before reinforcements started to show up that had riot gear and riot shields on.
Why wasn't the National Guard there? Why didn't the Capitol Police have more people to back them up? Why weren't they in PPE and already have all their gear out there? Why weren't officers already on standby?
So we've breached the second line. Jamie says he voted for President Trump and that he condemns the destruction, the rioting, and the invasion of the Capitol.
I came to Washington, D.C. to support the President of the United States so that my voice could be heard as one of those 70 million plus disenfranchised voters. My goal is not to break any laws. My goal is to put video out there for people to make their own assumptions, make their own opinions, and put perspective into light for people.
Now, Jamie says he is willing to share this video. He'll share it with the FBI. He wants the people caught who were responsible for the destruction, the vandalism, and the lawlessness here at the Capitol. And Leslie, another point that he made is he said that there were a lot of agitators in the crowd. He said one of his friends got hit in the head with a pipe, and he was questioning who was in the crowd doing that because he couldn't seem to fathom how Trump supporters would end up fighting with each other.
That's a very fair narrative he frameworked for you there, Jamie. That's nice, man.
Yeah, he could have been, the very first woman that I did an interview with from Memphis set me up as a horrible person. And you
Wow, I can believe that. Yeah, okay.
Those interviews are on a couple different. Well, not as a horrible person, but definitely not in an objective light, right? But I reached out to Adam and I told him because he wanted to do an interview with me about a year ago, 18 months ago, when the whole J6 hearing started up. He wanted to talk to me again, and I was like, bro, no fucking way am I getting involved in that. I'm like, I finally have a job now. I got blackballed from my old job because of this shit, because I was there, so initially I was like, and then like the election happened and Trump won. And I was like, man, I will never again. And then all the information came out about the informants and all this other shit going on. And I knew back then that there were people on the ground that were agitating that crowd. And that dude, there's video of the guy in the scaffolding, and I've got a little bit of video of him, and I wish I'd have done a better job of filming this guy. But this guy was up in the scaffolding with like a bullhorn that you can just yell through, directing, kind of using, on the good foot now, push, bitch. That's a military term. On the good foot.
Hmm.
A lot of questions, bruh. A lot of questions, and I truly hope that we get some answers, because what they did was they created a scenario to have a photo op. They said, they needed a picture, they needed a bad guy, and they used it. It was a scene that was set up. They had snipers on the buildings all the way around the platform where we were at. So if they wanted to murk somebody, it would have been pretty easy to do.
They're saying they just allowed it to happen because they wanted it to happen.
Yeah, so hang on. Let me air one more video. I remember seeing this. So I saw some of this going on too.
It's a sneak peek for January 6th. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about this video. This ain't my video, but I remember. I'm just saying, bro. Now, do I think those people were feds? No. Do I believe they were Antifa? Yes. Yes.
It was, yeah.
And I from day one, I said, hey, I believe there were people on the ground. I believe that there were feds there. I believe that there were instigators there that were trying to set that crowd off. When I look back on the marches that I've been to and the couple protests that I've been to, there are instigators there, bro, and you see them working the crowd, talking to people. And they're either going after the mentally fucking ill or the so hyped up extremist, and they're they're working the crowd, man.
Agent provocateur is the term, and it's a powerful tool inside of a mob, man. A mob, there's some mob psychology. I say mob not as an organized crime, but as in a big group of people. Mob psychology texts that are out there, and what a dangerous thing a large group of people is, right?
A lot of the riots you see, a lot of them, there's a lot of good fact that happens there. In a lot of the riots, they got help people kind of instigate. You get people with their, everything on the edge, and they're already pumped up and ready to go, and push. All of a sudden, you get somebody to start, pushing them over that little edge, and it makes them go crazy. Oh,
let me tell you, don't forget there was video out. If you go back to Ferguson, Missouri, right? There's video out of two teenagers that are following a Caucasian dude, white guy, masked up, black on black, that just started a fucking fire in a store. And these kids are following this dude, and he's very military posture. You can tell this motherfucker's a fed. You know what I mean? And he bows up on those kids, and I wish I could find this. But there was absolute video of this dude, and I think they were on the ground. I think they're part of that. You have an emotional crowd that has an inability to manage, full of people with an inability to manage that emotional bucket. It doesn't take much to set that crowd off. You know what I mean? um, and I believe that those people are used specifically for that agenda to You know, how can we agitate this crowd and make them do what we need them to do? I'm done.
That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct, Jamie. The Madness of Crowds. Let me find this book. The Madness of Crowds by Douglas Murray.
No shit.
Extraordinary. Yeah. Here's a good one. This one I do. Extraordinary Popular Delusions and the Madness of Crowds. That was where I encountered it. But anyway, you begin to notice these things, and then when they occur, you recognize them. So from the very, very jump, you watch this thing take place, but you have to watch it play out. And so you have to listen to fucking years of droning on about this insurrection, and the whole thing becomes so retarded. Excuse me, dumb, whatever. It becomes very, whatever. So, but now that we're learning, here's the deal. What's going to happen? To whom will it happen to? Does anything ever happen? There's investigations and inquiries, but I don't know, man. We talked about Diddy earlier. What about Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell? Where are those? Like, are they going to release the clientele on the, on the island and, that sort of thing on the plane? Like, when are some motherfuckers' heads going to roll, actually?
Right.
What's happening with her? Nobody said a word about her. Supposedly she's still in jail and they're still going through court, but there ain't been nothing said on Gustine. Gaston had a comment in the Rumble chat, said we need to stop calling Antifa, call them Neofa. Since they're neocons, they probably won't like that at all.
Yeah. I mean, you're right though. That's exactly what they are. These are people that are controlled by their thought. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not good, man. Not good. What is wrong with my computer? It just locked up.
You're still going though.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm on Twitter looking for different stuff on Twitter right now, and it just
it knows what we're doing. We're trying to spread knowledge to the few people we are, and it's trying to stop us.
Right.
No, we've been having I think our Rumble videos been, each one keeps growing. We're every week our Rumble video gets bigger and bigger, like how many people's actually seen it.
Nice. Hey man, those are good metrics to keep up with, man. Good
Yeah,
metrics to keep up with, not matrix. I'm sorry. Yeah, anytime you show growth, man, that's good. You want to get to a point where you can start selling sponsorships, and you got to be able to show that increased growth. What's it look like?
That's it.
So good job, brother. I think it's those great speakers us. You keep on bringing on.
I said it's the three of us though right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's us. It's a teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
The chemistry of the three of us together, and how we can actually go back and forth and banter.
I definitely enjoy it. Well, brother, gentlemen, I'm going to go kill bad guys on the game with my homies tonight and catch up with them for our 10:30 rendezvous. It's a nightly
All right.
game.
Well, want to do any shout outs real quick? Let's see. I'm going to put is that the right one? That's it. That's the right Twitter.
Hey, there it is. There it is. Man, actually, big shout out to my guy, Cage, man. Cage, man, showed up at my house today, man, with, a couple of pair of Trump sneakers, man. Did I show you the high tops?
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed you both of them. I thought that was super awesome. Man, just bunch of shows coming up, man. You got the Danny Shell show coming up. We got some guys from law school on that card. We've got the Attitude show. Yeah, you got people on that card as well. Do you have people on the Attitude card?
No, we tried to get JJ on Attitude, but it didn't work out. So.
Didn't work out. Yeah, got those shows coming up, man. I got a stripe on my white belt after 6 years of my crippled ass rolling around. Cage finally gave me a stripe. Nothing is free at law school, damn it. Nothing is free. But nah, man, just hope everybody has a great holiday, man. Merry Christmas. I definitely don't think we're going to be on next Wednesday. So
No, we're going to skip Christmas. It'll be the first week we skipped in 25 weeks straight. So
man, we've been jamming, dude. 25 weeks straight we've been doing this. Wow.
we could, if y'all want to pick another day and we'll get together. You know, if we
Man,
want to try.
listen, yeah, we can do a day after Christmas, do that Thursday if you want. And if you guys want to start trying to get together a couple days a week or whatever, man, I enjoy hanging out with you guys and spreading the knowledge and shooting the shit. The chat's always blowing up, man. It's always fun to have these guys sending us information too, and you know, uh, yeah, man. So shout out to
For sure. That's
everybody, man.
a good part. The chat's still going. We're gonna keep me and Dave gonna keep going
Yeah, man, run it, baby.
And-
Y'all do y'all's thing, man.
for a little bit longer.
I appreciate you guys. 2G's out, baby.
All
What'd you
right,
say?
Jamie.
Piece of chicken grease, baby.
That's
Woo!
Well,
the one and only.
I'll go. I'm gonna hang a few more minutes. I do got to work in the morning up there at the factory, but no, I want to look, man. I sent you something on Messenger, and
I was glancing.
we're always talking about our fighters and everything, and I just felt compelled to just mention this. My wife is trying to organize a little raffle for a friend of ours. It's this Christmas time raffle. People can win a gift card to Cabela's Bass Pro or whatever, but the cause is for a lady. I mentioned fighting. She's fighting something. She's fighting right now for her life. She's battling cancer, and so this raffle is to help her. And also, there's a cool chance you could win something. You know what I mean? So I think it says in there it's $10 a ticket, or even 3 for $25 if you want. Yeah, 3 tickets for $25. So I'm gonna shake up $25 and throw into that raffle at some point in the next couple of days. And I wanted to mention that. I don't know if you can show the information.
I was trying to figure out. I got it up on here. Oh, I can do it this way. I know I can do it. I know how to do it. I think. Yeah, I'll sure post it. Yeah, we got
I mean, heck, we got a few people watching. I mean, for what it's worth, I just felt like I'd say something, and we'd mention this raffle to raise awareness, to raise resilience, rather. You can't see it on the phone.
Yeah, I'll get it up here. Just y'all give me one.
Oh man, it says $500 gift card to Bass Pro. Matter of fact. So the Honorable Judge David Delgado will draw the winning name from a most prestigious bucket on Friday, December 20th at 1 p.m. So there's a couple days left on it, but
here we go.
It is going on right this minute. So the time is now. You got today, tomorrow, the next day. You got till Friday to get you a ticket for $10 or 3 for $25. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give a couple tickets, man. 3 tickets, three different chances at a $500 Cabela's gift card. It's for a great cause to help our friend with her battle. And man, we're praying and hoping that she is swiftly victorious over this. And so this is a great cause. Thanks, Ricky, for the platform to get some awareness towards this issue right here. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. For sure. Always trying to help. Always trying to, especially on something like that. This time of year, it's already hard on families and stuff like that. And then you got that, having somebody with that barrel down on them, it's got to be rough, for the family and, for the person involved. And, for sure, reach out and reach out to your families and stuff. And don't forget to speak to them, So remember, reach out to I guess I'll jump on my little soapbox myself right now. Just try to reach out to your friends and stuff. There's a lot of friends. I had one of mine reach out to me today and was talking about how dark they are right now, and I'm glad they they reached out and was just trust me in the conversation and stuff. I'm not gonna say no name, of course. I ain't gonna do that, but just reminded me that there's a lot of people they're either missing their parents or their or children. A lot of them are, a lot of people has lost a child before, and this is the time of year that it really hits you the hardest, with you know with family, and you think about Christmas and the holidays and doing all this and all this wonderful stuff, and which it is, the spirit. But there's a lot of people. Don't forget, there's a lot of people that's lost people in their lives, or that that could be this is a time of year that brings a lot of depression on a lot of people too. The season change, it turns dark, it turns cold. All the leaves fall off the trees, and it just looks gloomy. And hell, like right now, it's freaking raining every effing day, and and seriously, and then you got just that heartbreak and everything. And that's what you gotta do. You just gotta grab you a kitty and hold on to the kitty, love on it.
Get you a serotonin machine.
I'm hiding
Man,
mine
yeah.
out of here. They ain't letting them in because they'll be all up in the damn way. But yeah, just my little soapbox there for a second. Yeah, reach out if you got somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Just reach out to them because they might need just need that little moment. If somebody reaches out to them, they might be on that edge, and then you might be able to pull them back off. And you're not even knowing it. Just speaking to them and talking to them and being a friend and just having conversation with them might be that all they need to keep them from going over the edge. So make sure you reach out, and reach out and check on your friends, because I know I've lost several. I lost a couple to suicide, and it's a sad situation for sure. And I get all gloom and doom myself over here, but
that's all right. Well, brother,
make myself. Let me show you this one right here. I love this right here because I just
tell me something real quick.
This asshole Trudeau.
You fucking bag! You're garbage! You're garbage! Justin, where's my tax money? Where's my tax money? Fuck Trudeau! You fucking piece of shit! Fuck you! Fuck
Fuck
Trudeau!
you, Trudeau. Fucking, could you be? Yeah, fuck you, Trudeau. Hey, they're fucking sick of that tyrant. They are sick of that tyrant.
I mean, after like what they did with them truckers, they they talk about California locked a lot of people down and stuff. It was rough out there during the time. But if you don't, but Canada was California freaking supercharged. They locked people down for a very long time. Then they protest, like the truckers protest, and they took their fucking seized all their fucking money and locked it out where they couldn't get their money.
That's right.
And
that's right. Man, they are.
Jay said, "Don't let your cat stab you in the back."
That's fucking Castro's. That's Castro's kid up there doing all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Damn Trudeau. Yeah, if he don't step down, it's something going to give.
Yeah, that's rough right there, man. When you're being heckled like that, and I mean, and we already know how they play. So the people there they don't care. They're fed up. So I don't know what the election landscape looks like up there, but that's rough.
For sure. But yeah, we 2 hours in. If you need to go, and we got like I said, we appreciate any shout outs real quick. Let me
Man, I did the most important one right there to our friend Dana and that cause right there that you showed. So anybody will be able to see that if they want to go back and look at that. The footage right there. It was just about a couple minutes ago. How far are we in right here?
Like 2 hours and 10 minutes. So
yeah,
about 2 hours in.
That was the most important shout out, man. Like you said, to everybody in your sphere, this is the time of year that people get that they get gloomy. It is a time of year like that, so it can be. So be sure to be thinking about everybody around you and do what you can to lift up those around you. You know, so just a big amen to that message you gave there, Ricky. And that'd be all from me this evening, man. I got a plate of food to get to and catch a little rest, go back to work tomorrow. I appreciate you having me on again, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, and I appreciate Jamie. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I'm gonna go down the list here. Who we got? We got James of Salcedo Paranormal. He has his own YouTube show.
Cool.
And cool. He does all kinds of paranormal shows and stuff like that, stories, and he does some great job on telling all kinds of cool stories. You got Sweets as always, our number one supporter, and hiker of course. He's right there. She's nipping on Sweet's heels. There's always them two there. I appreciate them for sure. Always coming back. Gaston in on the Rumble chat. Let's see. Herschel was for the first time. He finally got to catch us. Thank you, Herschel, for coming on and being part of this. We got your buddy Kevin on Facebook. I can't forget Kevin. He'd get mad at me and
nice. We got a Facebook. That's right. We got a Facebook. There's so many platforms. There's so many chats. There's like 5 chats going on. It's there's so many chats.
Yeah, I hate the Facebook. It's just all kinds of screwed up. I hate because it don't do right. Facebook don't do right. Yeah, I need to do more on my Substack. I've seen I'm not really doing very well, Herschel. I'm gonna try to do better on my Substack for sure. Let's see who else we got. We got Wally's World, 420. Hey, Wally, he's a good supporter too. He's got his own YouTube channel. We got Fallen Angels got his own YouTube channel. Mighty Righteous, them guys right there. There's some characters. I'm gonna say that they go live for hours and hours and they have fun and there's some good dudes. Yeah, it's yeah. I need to do. Like I said, I'm sorry. I need to do more Herschel for sure on that. I pulled it up the other day and I'm like, damn, I'm way behind on videos and everything. So I'm gonna get on the ball. And Facebook is a clown show. I absolutely agree with you there. Cool news for the ones that know. I've been working on this land situation and getting the land. Well, I got the approval. I got the loan. I hope I got enough money on the loan. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous that I didn't, because all the fees and all that kind of stuff, it kind of took out the part of the money that I thought I was going to have. I should have got a bigger loan. So hopefully I got enough money to buy the land now, and then I get to start that little journey of, I'll have a brand new podcast studio and a new shop and a new house and everything. So that's it's gonna take time, but yeah, I got some cool ideas of how I want to do it and make it look a little different. It'll be, I'll still have my mask on the wall, but I think I'm gonna have, I think I'm gonna put them on like bamboo, have a bamboo skirt, blind kind of deal, whatever, like fence, that bamboo fencing or whatever. Put it on the wall and have the mask hanging off of that or something. But I don't know. I'll see how it goes. Dave does have a Twitter. You want your Twitter out there, Dave?
What is it? Redbeard the Pat at Redbeard the Pat. I don't really engage in my Twitter much. I should do so more. There's so much shit. I've retweeted 7,800 things. There's probably something on there I could be canceled for, but have your way with my Twitter. Redbeard the Pat. Speaking of old boy Kevin, my boy Tex in the chat, he's cranking up Twitter, bro, at Kevin Glona. That's KEVINGLONA. Kevin Glona. He's cranking up. He's got something to say. He's got words. He's got a message. He's got things that he wants to talk about. So he's cranking up, bro. Awesome. I need to be on Twitter more. I mean, X, it's a cool deal. So we'll pump that a little bit for sure.
I got there's Dave's Twitter handle there on the screen. I got it popped up real quick. And y'all can check him out. Of course, you get the Legend 4-H is mine. If you want to check me out too, if you want to add me on Twitter, I've been posting a lot of stuff on there and reposting every day now. I don't know, it's my new hobby. Is I'm on Twitter just as much as I'm on Facebook. And the only thing I get on Facebook anymore is just go on Marketplace and see stuff I don't really need to buy or stuff for the house that I'm looking at. I want to get one of them antique, the clawfoot tank bathtubs for it. It's going to be a tiny house, but I want one of them fucking clawfoot bathtubs for it, and I think that'd be kind of freaking cool. I'll show mine real quick. There's mine. Appreciate you, James. Appreciate you, sweets. Y'all. I'm on here, lost for words again. Like I said, I appreciate y'all listening and coming back. Like I said, this is 25 weeks straight. It's pretty wild to think about that we be able to keep this going, and we mix up our little group here. Sometimes it's me and Dave, sometimes it's me and Jamie, and it's and then it's the three of us, was always a good time. Then we get to bounce stuff off each other and have that chemistry and stuff. We do. I do have for the local guys. I got 3 guys fighting on January 11th at Danny Shell's SEFC card. I got 2 debuts and one guy who's fought a couple times. So it's going to be, but it's been a little bit since he fought, so it's going to be good. And they've been working hard. I was actually at the gym tonight working with one of them, getting that extra work in. So
very cool. The week after Christmas, we need to definitely jump on that topic again and get some names on that. And I think there's one guy from our gym, and so we'll talk more about that in 2 weeks. Maybe we'll have a show next week if something works out, but definitely the following week we're gonna which will be a New Year's show. We'll talk about that. I mean, we'll be in communication about that, huh?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's the only bad thing about this time of year. You got Christmas, and then bam, right the following week you got New Year's. So how we work that out, but we're going to look into it. My pre-recorded stuff is still coming out. I got that already pre-recorded all the way up till the end of January. So, so there's still content on the channel that y'all get to see and check out. So there's always going to be content, no matter if. But hopefully, we'll do us a live. Might do one of them rooms one time on Twitter where you get on there and where you can have a bunch of people come on and talk and get one of them Twitter Twitter rooms or whatever. I forget what the hell it's called or whatever, but whatever in the world it is. So we might do that one night too. So. But as always, we appreciate you. Make sure you like and share and all that good jazz. Yeah, the holidays being in the middle of the week, it is rough. And like I said, I appreciate y'all for sure. And y'all check on back. Follow us on all the social media, and we'll sure keep a look on what was going to happen. And as always, y'all keep on keeping on, and peace and chicken grease. Y'all be good.
See ya. Very cool.
Yeah, Spaces. Yeah, the Twitter Spaces. That's what it's called. James said it right the last
Spaces, yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Well, another good show in the books, baby. Kevin was texting me just now something about he sent me a text. What did he say? Talking about radiation spikes in New York City and different warnings about, I don't know if it's nuclear. I don't know. I'll have to look at that when I'm gonna look at that after I eat my damn dinner.
Yeah, I've seen